guys, and welcome to What ABC's 1997 to 1999 TGIF lineup of what men have taught us. I am Andrea.
And I'm Chelsea. So to start off with what has taught us about men, I'm going to start off with my favorite television show, Sabrina Teenage Witch, starring Melissa Joan Hart.
To keep some viewers completely entertained, LVTV has courteously decided to employ Peter Cam for this skit. Please enjoy.
Was about a teenage girl who was left to live with her two aunts and ends up falling in love with this boy named Harvey Kinkle. Harvey Kinkle was a clueless, floppy-haired space cadet who was adorable but kind of an idiot. In Season 5, he learned his long-time off-and-on-again girlfriend was a witch, and he freaks out and pretty much fails. I mean, why would anyone stick around if, their girlfriend had supernatural powers? Yeah. Sabrina, being crushed, actually moves on to her next crush, who is the coffee manager at the coffee shop named Josh. At which point, we learn lesson number 1. Just when someone else emotionally puts a ring on it, that one dude who took a carbon steel hammer to your heart will call you on your enormous house phone and say a bunch of confusing, passive-aggressive things to try to win you back. Nice try, Harvey. After that, a few more seasons was the push-pull relationship between Josh, Harvey, and Sabrina. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit to the 7th and final season of Sabrina Teenage Witch, where Sabrina goes to marry Aaron, who I found his role to be kind of pointless on the show. And the marriage was never going to work out anyways, but he did have a great thing to say.
Never think that almost is good enough for you.
Or for you.
But it doesn't matter because in the end she ends up running off with Harvey on the back of his Harley.
Alright, so now on to Full House, which is basically 3 dudes living under one roof in San Francisco, raising 3 girls. It stars
everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to.
And they were trying to make a good life for Jodie Sweetin, Candace Cameron, and the Olsen twins. There's no point in beating around the bush. Then and now, John Stamos is one fly-ass motherfucker. He had the physical attraction, but he had the commitment issues to go along with them. And even though he was a bad boy musician, his heart was stolen when he met the equally attractive Aunt Becky. Aunt Becky didn't change herself at all. Not even for the strong-willed Uncle Jesse, which leads to our next lesson. Never change yourself for a man, especially if that man shares a house with Dave Coulier. Despite the fact he played awkward Joey Gladstone, many men actually followed his trail of false comedian man-child brute, leaving the woman of the world with no choice but to sleep with them. Joey didn't have a lot of romantic options because nobody wanted to see a man with a flair for speaking and Popeye voice making the right moves. When he did, his romantic options were mostly women who had a weird fetish with Bullwinkle. The biggest lesson that Joey can teach us about men is that comedians in San Francisco have day jobs as nannies, live rent-free in the basement, and if you expect more from them, you should just cut it out. Lastly, there is meat freak Danny Tanner, aka Bob Saget. He had a lot of trouble with the ladies. He mostly was looking for a stand-in mom when he went out on dates. Danny has taught us that if you're going to get involved with a man with 3 daughters, you can expect them to crash your dates, sabotage your relationship, but overall, you can always count on your friends and family to help you out.
And finally, Boy Meets World. Of course, everyone loves Boy Meets World.
Who doesn't?
I'm in love with this show. First, you have Sean Hunter, who is played by Ryder Strong. Badass to the bone, despite his troubled family history. Sean was cute. No, scratch that. Sean was sexy in
So
his leather
sexy.
jackets. But back to his troubled past. His mom was dead. His dad was a compulsive liar and a drunk, and eventually died as well. And he had multiple half-brothers. Over the course of 7 seasons, Sean got out of trouble, struggled with alcoholism himself, found his actual birth mother, met one of his multiple half-brothers named Jack, continuously swept his hair out of his hypnotizing eyes,
Heck with that, marry me. I live in a trailer park and I have no education, but my hair does this.
And won the hearts of thousands of viewers. Sean was a complete contrast to his best friend, Corey Matthews, played by Ben Savage. Sean and Corey were the perfect yin and yang. They complete each other, best friends for life. Speaking of completing each other, Topanga and Corey had the perfect relationship that everyone could only dream of. Even though Topanga did a big no-no, which was giving up her dream college, Yale, to go to Pembroke with her boyfriend Corey. Before making this decision, Corey had become increasingly neurotic and insecure about their relationship. So in conclusion, Boy Meets World has taught us that friendships can last through anything, and even the most perfect relationships have their bumps and insecurities. But in the end, they can come up on top. Also, I would definitely date Eric Matthews because he's perfect.
So perfect.
So perfect. I love Eric Matthews. He has like the perfect personality.
So hot.
So Andrew, you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, so that was our segment on what TGIF lineups has taught us about men. There's good things, you know, there's the bad things, but...
And perfect hair.
Very
A lot
perfect
of perfect hair.
A
in that
lot.
lineup.
Oh, so much. But yeah, so that was it. Thanks for watching.
Peace out.